It's a road game for the Nuggets, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. They're just off a road trip in the Heat and looking to settle back in here at home. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
Well, it's hard not to like what they've been showing us lately. I mean, very solid basketball across the board. You can point to a lot of different areas where this team has been outstanding.
Well, that's why they've been winning so many games. I mean, they're well-rounded, they're efficient, they're getting the job done at both ends of the floor, and they seem to be clicking with one another, playing very well as a unit.
Courtesy of State Farm. Here's the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. And small forward and power forward. Gallinari and Fareed. Tossing out there with Iguodala. And it's Kufos in it.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time. Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
A breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
It's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up that high, that's crazy. Well, Danilo Gallinari out of Italy has emerged into a top-flight scorer in this league. A deadly shooter at 6'10", pretty crafty inside. I think after Kevin Durant, he could be the second-best small forward in the Western Conference. Well, he allowed him to get all the way to the rim, so actually a pretty good play to foul him and make him shoot free throw.
And then no choice really but to foul and stop the dunk. Don't let that happen.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. And Danilo Gallinari, 6'10" Clark, great size at the small forward position. The upside here is terrific.
Yeah, he's really a uniquely skilled big man. Driving, and I love his IQ and crafting. This is a very clever basketball.
And that one's good.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, when George Karl and I were able to chat a moment ago, the season series versus the Heat has not been a good one for them as they've lost both prior meetings. He told me the key for them this time around would be to get at them early so they don't fall prey to being starstruck against the defending champions. He feels if they can do that, they can get their first win of the season against them. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris. And it's good. He's got his first points of the game.
Slick play right there. He's so resourceful with the ball in his hands.
Not stopping. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. I mean, pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nuggets.
Well, this is the first full season of the post-Carmelo era in Denver. And it looks to me like the Nuggets are going to be just fine. They've got a collection of talent. Maybe not superstar talent, but a lot of very, very good players.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Miami. And, of course, there's the Heat, tied right now. Joel Anthony's checked in for the Heat. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. LeBron dishes to Anthony. Kicks it to Haslam. Here's Wade. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game. Now, second chance points are going to be key. They've got to keep this team off the boards.
And, Steve, any slip-ups boxing out can really cost you there.
Haslam, a screen on Lawson. Out to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Chalmers. Rebound by JaVale McGee. And you don't need an elite superstar to be a factor in the league, and Denver is just a team that has collected talent. And by virtue of the trade Steve was just going to talking about, very, very deep.
Yeah, I like that approach. Naturally, you would love to have a superstar, and if they want to get to be one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league, they might have to add one. But right now, they've shown they can compete with the talent they have.
Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to Cleveland. Chandler's shot, good. The Heat trailed by 5. Chalmers with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Wade passes to LeBron. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And the Heat with some changes. Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Anderson comes in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Lawson kicks to McGee. Shot is off. Excellent D from Wade.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but Eric Spoelstra's father was once the general manager of the Portland Trail Blazers. And Eric went on to play at the University of Portland, had a nice career there before hooking on with the Miami Heat. He's been with the organization for a long time.
Heat on D. It's a 5-point game. Chandler dishes to Freed. Oh, that's blocked. Took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Chin. And for Coach Spoelstra, Steve, as you mentioned, family ties in the business of basketball. He's been around it since he was a little guy.
Yeah, he knew relatively early on in his life that he wanted to stay around the game. You know, after college, he played a couple of seasons professionally in Germany and then ended up at the age of 25 working as an intern for the Heat as a video coordinator. So quite a climb for Eric Spoelstra.
Hamilton. Wade is covering. And again, Denver, no good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And what a terrific game for their role players. Guys, they have players coming off the bench and chipping in offensively.
Yeah, and it was an unexpected loss, but a big one nonetheless. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. No matter what unit was on the floor, things were being done effectively. Dwayne Wade, a player who's dealt with some injuries over the years. Matter of fact, he deals with bad migraines from time to time. He actually looked into playing with tinted goggles to help with that, but the league wouldn't allow him. He said it would prevent defenders from seeing his eye.
A look from Chandler, and another miss by Denver.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Cole goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Boy, nice pick there, guys. I mean, gave him the space he needed for the hoop.
And going back to Wade and those migraines you were talking about, the league said he couldn't wear tinted goggles. Might have been a stylish look, but Steve, they said that it was an unfair advantage.
That was a surprising ruling, Kevin. I'm not sure where the advantage would come. I guess because you can't see his eyes, that it would put the defender at a disadvantage. But still, you'd think they would give the guy a break with migraine headaches.
Here's Hamilton. Good D by Wade.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
And Lawson with the drive. And low to Fareed. Rebound by the Heat. Anthony's got his third rebound tonight. Last game against the Nuggets. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
That's no everyday play right there, guys.
Is he getting an assist on that? Probably
I don't think so.
An incredible pass to himself.
I'll tell you what, though. It does keep the defense off balance. You're so shocked that somebody would do that you sort of get out of the way, and by the time you recover, it's too late.
Here's Chalmers. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Allen, left side. He gets it up. And he beat the buzzer. But it's no good. A free. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
First team. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Lawson. Gallinari is out there with Randolph, and there's Iguodala. And it's Kufos in at the 5 spot.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple of years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
Who is on top? Oh, the dish to Chalmers. Beyond the arc. Shot is off. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
You know, the Miami Heat are relatively young as a team in terms of NBA history. Joined the league in 1988, but really hit the ground running and have been a force in the East since they became part of the league.
Well, great job preventing that ball from getting into the post. It would have been an easy two if he doesn't make that steal.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. In the third spot, Dwayne Wade. And, of course, Andre Iguodala.
Both the hand speed and quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. And those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, the two-guard position is where we often find a team's best defender, and that's definitely the case with these guys. Every one of their teams leans on them heavily at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem checked in for Anderson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Mike Miller. Well, you look at the Heat, you take away the first 3 years of the franchise as they were building from scratch. Since 1991, they have only missed the playoffs 5 times. Steve, I think that's an amazing stat.
Yeah, the franchise quickly came in and established itself way back as one of the tougher opponents to deal with in the East. They've done a nice job of establishing themselves as a model organization in the NBA over the years.
And the Heat making a change here. Bosh is checked in.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of the last 10 coming inside.
Excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Well, Anthony Randolph, who played just 1 year at LSU, is a tantalizing talent. The size, the athleticism. But he hasn't been able to find his position at the NBA level. He's a tweener. He's not really a 3. He's not really a 4. And as a result, he's not been able to find his niche.
LeBron, he's checked in for Miami. Pushes up. Sends it on the run.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Denver. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Wants in the pass to Chandler. And there's the 3-second violation.
And we get a chance to see the numbers for Kenneth Faried. 12th in rebounding. And there aren't too many guys more efficient offensively around the league. He's in the top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him in that area.
And Anthony Randolph, a good handle for a big guy. Sometimes, you know, it seems he wants to play like a guard, pushing it up, making plays off the bounce. So Parker's got some versatility to his game.
He does have some, but sometimes versatility can be the enemy of zeroing in on what you need to do to be most effective. And Randolph kind of looks like a player of that ilk. 7-footer, skilled, but not quite taking advantage of all of his gifts physically.
Such an aggressive player. I just love the way he explodes to the rim.
Lawson kicks to Chandler. On the arc. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 3 assists in the game. Haslam a screen on Lawson. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Now Haslam inside. Straight up. Here's LeBron. And he lays it straight in. LeBron's now got 6 in the quarter.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebound.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by LeBron. Chalmers has got his second bucket of the game to go. And Lawson with the drive. Here's Chandler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. And it's 9 points for Wilson Chandler.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
Here's Bosch. They'll get another chance. LeBron kicks to Wade. He dishes it to Chalmers. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Chalmers has got 6 points.
Really, guys, for me, you love that stroke he has from long range. A terrific three-point shooter. Every team needs a guy like that. He can...
Oh, get it!
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Well, this team in Denver is really built around the haul that they got for Carmelo Anthony in their trade with New York. Good group of players, a lot of young talent. You can build around these guys for a long time.
Mike Miller's checked in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
And this year they haven't. Watch out!
Was unbelievable.
And the Heat lead by 15. Here's Fareed. And that's the devastating one-handed jam.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Iguodala with the steal. And here comes Russell leading the fast break. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Now, they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Stephen, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Haslam dishes to Miller. Chalmers dishes it to Bosch. Stolen by McGee. Oh, and here comes Iguodala.
Nice, aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with it once they got it.
Chalmers passes to Haslam. It's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got his 7th assist in the game. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Fires the 3. Good on the shot. Chandler's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's really shouldering the load for his team right now. That's what leadership is about. He's looking to help his team cut into this deficit. You can see that dunk coming a mile away. Anytime he gets in that close to the bucket, it's all over.
The Heat have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Miller outside. It's tipped. LeBron kicks to Anderson. He feeds it to Bosch. Miller outside. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
I think they've got to figure out a way to tighten things up a bit. They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Heat up 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And now the 3rd quarter about to get going. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, his play on defense has been a huge factor for this club, coming after steal after steal.
Yeah, and as we go into the 4th quarter, Steve, you got to continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance, to apply that pressure, to make them uncomfortable.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Chris Bosch, Chris Anderson out there with LeBron James. Then it's Norris Cole, and it's Miller in at the 2. And here we go. That shot wide open. And that's 17 points for Wilson Chandler.
You know, even though it's transition, he's got the green light to fire from there if he has a good look at it.
Wade, he's guarded by Chandler. Oh, and the jam by Wade. What a play.
The windmill finish. Now
shoot. Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
I'm not sure if any player is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yep. Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one. Well, about the only knock on LeBron is just that he can't get it done in the fourth quarter of big games. We saw that in the 2011 finals against Dallas. But, you know, that criticism starts to fade away once you're wearing a championship ring.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. A 15-footer. Here's Henderson, and he popped it in following the offensive rebound. Anderson's got now.
If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
And for LeBron last season, finally able to break through in his third finals appearance to win an NBA title, it had to be sweet.
Yeah, sometimes you have to fail before you can succeed. And at long last, a little vindication for LeBron. And I don't think he's done. I mean, before he's done, he wants to win not one, and not two, but perhaps he'd like to grab 3 of those titles. You get the idea. They might have a chance if they can keep that team together and add some pieces.
Wade hammers it home.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quickness of jump.
And that's the idea, right?
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute, they didn't care for that one.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Norris Cole. Here's Henderson. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, it's kind of scary when you play against Miami. I mean, that talent is so overwhelming. So what a lot of teams try to do is zone them, just to cut down on the dribble penetration and force Miami to take outside shots.
That was a whole punch jam there, Kevin.
Nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Let's see some of the numbers here on JaVale McGee. How this season has been coming along for him. 6th in shooting percentage. He's in the top 10 in the league in blocked shots per game. So he's a real force in the paint defensively.
And Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
Here's Gallinari. On the high post, he drills it. Gallinari's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it might seem like a bit of, bunker approach, but if you are first with giving LeBron and Wade a jump shot or a dunk, there isn't too much hesitation on poking your answer.
No, I would agree. I mean, there are a couple of things that scare you about the Heat. First, they can knock down outside shots and beat you if you try to go to a zone and close off driving lanes. And secondly, they're still probably able to find a way to get inside and dunk through you or over you.
It's kind of like pick your poison.
Yeah, they come at you in a couple of different ways.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Joel Anthony's.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
Stolen by Randolph. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Wilson Chandler with the slam. Now, here's Chalmers. 6 points for him. Has on a screen on Lawson. Here's Miller. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 8th assist here tonight. The drive by Iguodala.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys. The crowd senses it.
Allen Allen with it. Now Chandler defending. He kicks to Chalmers. Over Lawson. Chalmers' shot is no good.
How about the career of Nuggets head coach George Karl? Actually played in the league for 5 years, all with the Spurs. But for 24 years, he's been a head coach in the league. First among active coaches and 8th all-time.
Haslam a screen on Iguodala. It's Allen with the drive. Allen with the screen for Chalmers. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Allen with a textbook screen.
And Steve, we talked about the long coaching career of George Karl. Pretty surprising. He's never won a coach of the year. As good as he's been, as good as his teams have been.
He's almost been stuck in no man's land, Kevin. His teams have been really good, but not good enough to win a title, and not bad enough where he can coach them up to win Coach of the Year award. It's kind of a weird situation to be in, but in my book, George Karl. Oh, down there, man! They are closing in here. Their offense heating up.
Well, you want to maintain contact, and after this nice run here, they've made up some ground, and they're right where they want to be.
They get it back. And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
How's that for an encore after the offensive board?
That's the only way he knows how to do it. Monster stuff.
Oh, he makes life miserable down around the paint for anybody who's trying to box him out.
A different look for Miami. Adier comes in for Ray Allen. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Mike Miller. Denver also making some changes. Rufus checked in for JaVale McGee. Mozgov comes in for Anthony Randall. And Jordan Hamilton subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The shot's good from Lawson.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Heat have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Here's Battier. He got and he brings it.
That's got to feel good. Ending the quarter on a...
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Heat lead by 6. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. So with Iguodala sitting on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Wilson Chandler out there with Mozgov. Then it's Jordan Hamilton. Then there's Kufis, and it's Lawson in at the guard position.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Here's Battier. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for the Heat. Wade comes in for Mike Miller. And Denver also making a switch. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Jordan Hamilton. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Moscow. And it's going on for Wilson Chandler. Timeout called the Heat.
Denver right now is a collection of very good players, but they don't have a star anymore now that Carmelo is gone. You always wonder how a team is going to fare, particularly in the playoffs, when they don't have one guy who they can go to for a basket or a trip to the free throw line.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin will see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. And that'll be his third foul so far. As good as Denver might be, as you were saying, Steve, you do need to have that go-to player to get, some good points in crunch time. Clark, you've already alluded to that.
And really, Kevin, if you look around the league, that's what separates good teams from great teams. Having that one superstar that you can lean on when everything else is on the line. The one player that can go get you baskets when you need it.
We've seen this from him before. Once he gets going, look out.
The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Wade dishes to Lewis. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pattier to pass to Lewis. That is good.
They've really made the best of their chances down the middle of the lane here.
Yeah, they haven't had much resistance down in the paint, so I think you've got to continue to pound the ball down low. I'll tell you what, Kevin, Lawson is playing with more and more confidence every time I see him play. A consistent threat in transition, we know, because of his incredible speed. But he's developed that outside game to go along with it.
And we know that speed heals, and his quickness is lethal. When he's in top gear, it's very difficult to stay in front of him. And despite being only 5'11", the explosiveness and strength allow him to finish strong inside.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Heat. Norris Cole comes in for Mario Chalmers. And Denver also making a switch. Chandler's checked in. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brewer's checked in. Chandler, no good.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
Goes up.
Tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
LeBron kicks to Wade. The feet to Haslam. Unloads. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that one. Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Haslam a screen. LeBron dishes to Cole. On the pass to Lewis. LeBron left side. To end the run. And strong with the one-handed jam.
This continues to be a shootout.
Well, I'm a fan as well as a commentator. I love this fast-paced action. I mean, it's going back and forth, back and forth.
Again, the miss by Chandler.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Carving him up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
And the Heat with some changes. Chris Bosh is checked in for Lewis. Anderson comes in for Udonis Haslam. And Mike Miller subbed in for Dwayne Wade. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Lucas. And it's Gallinari in for Corey Brewer.
Muscle flex time on that jam.
He wanted these people, Steve, to hear that one.
He got that right. Going up with some force.
Miller, the pass to Bosh. Feeds it to Cole. Back to Bosh. LeBron outside. 5 to shoot. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. LeBron's now got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Offensive rebound. And McGee kicks to Gallinari. Lawson. Lawson gets the screen from Gallinari. A shot by Lawson. Off target on the outside of the rim.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open? I tell you, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark,
feels like it's either a dunk or a foul and a couple of free throws every possession.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Wade comes in for Mike Miller. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Denver. Jordan Hamilton's checked in for the Nuggets. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Passes to Lebron. Pass to Bosch. Goes straight up. Passes LeBron picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, you take everything you can get in there.
Oh, how about that? Trying to wear them down.
Yeah, the lead is just expanding right now. That's what you want to do when you've got a team down. Don't let them up.
It's stolen by Wade. Jordan Hamilton is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. That's his first personal foul. Heat leading by 7. Wade passes to Anderson. Jams it with the forward.
He's short for the center position, but he makes up for it with tremendous leaping ability.
Lawson drives in. Hamilton. Off the run. Shot is off.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Lawson. Iguodala outside. For the 3. Rebounded by Anderson.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
And that should definitely do it. Now it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, they're not just running to the finish line. They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling on a bit.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat.
Good foul there defensively. Make him earn 2 points from the line.
I agree with you. I mean, no freebies. Don't give anybody an easy opportunity. Make good use of your foul there.
First free throw is good. And so Chalmers nails both of them. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lawson. A stupendous finish in traffic. And here we go with Dwayne Wade. That's good. And the Heat lead by 13.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do when a team gets this hot from three-point land.
All you can really do is hope that they cool off. I mean, the way it's going for them in the second half, I don't see any sign of that happening.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Well, that'll do it. For Dorisburg, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.